What's going on, everybody? This is Chris from As Jim Sees It. We're doing a live feed from the calm Andy Romano Beachfront Park in Ormond Beach, Florida. I'm getting ready to take off here in 2 weeks because I got fired. I'm sorry. There was like some discrepancy at my work, and I'm either going to have my job on Monday or I'm not going to have my job on Monday. It's a big mix-up and mash-up. So I just been Ubering, hanging out, goofing off, whatever. In 2 days, I have a premiere for a song I wrote and a video I made with the song. It's a intro to the song, essentially. You can check that out. It airs tomorrow at 5 p.m., so if you want, go ahead and check that out. And I just figured I'd give everybody like a kind of a view of what's going on. Just hanging out at the ocean, doing nothing. Let you hang out in the ocean with me. There's all these really cool birds around. It's neat. Let's see here. Can you guys see it? See the ocean and still chit chat with you. We don't have anybody watching yet. That's okay. So yeah, I've been Ubering. I went to a temp agency to try to get some work in case the job thing doesn't work out. I've been writing songs, writing poetry, following the ChatGPT suggestions that it told me to follow to try to get my screenplay looked at. So in the next couple days, I'm probably going to make a LinkedIn account. I'll post that on the community page, so if the subscribers want to follow, they can check that out, and yeah, kind of go from there. So just kind of relaxing, enjoying the day. I work tonight, not at the Groom Transportation, but at my doing some Uber. They got an opportunities thing that you can do, so you sign up and it gives you 3 hours on Uber to make a flat rate plus the tips. And right now I got to do and take whatever I can. Luckily yesterday, after what's up, Dr. J? What's going on? How you doing, man? So luckily yesterday I checked out my insurance rates being a little lowered, and before I did that, I went on to ChatGPT and I asked ChatGPT, hey, I've been with Progressive Insurance now for, I don't know, probably over a year and a half. Is there any way I can get lower rates? Can you look into what I have to ask for from the insurance company to get lower rates? And ChatGPT, who I named Fred because I want to, I don't want to feel like I was talking to a machine. And I said, Fred shoots me out all the stuff I wanted to know and I had to ask, and I called the insurance company and I kind of told them the different things that I had learned from ChatGPT, but obviously I didn't tell the insurance agent, hey, I learned this from ChatGPT. And I lowered my insurance by $60. Now, I did tell them, they were like, are you still doing Uber and rideshare? And I said no, because I did rideshare, and the Uber that I do was Uber Eats, and they did not ask, are you doing Uber Eats? And it's on them to ask that stuff. That's part of their requirements. So they lowered my rates. Anyhow, some people could see that as dishonest. However, I don't care. I have to survive. I have to eat. I have to stay alive. And they didn't ask me. Thanks for that thumbs up. They didn't ask me, hey, are you Ubering right now? They needed to leave, you can't just leave something open to interpretation, especially when it comes to money and business. So if they don't ask for the details, I'm not going to give them. That's the way it goes for human beings when they buy a policy. So I bought a policy from Progressive probably a year and a half ago, and this is what happened. The lady did not write down honestly what my miles were that I go to and from work. So I spent a year paying $179 a month for a job that I was not working 50 miles to go to every day, like the lady put down, so she could get a higher premium on her end for signing on my policy. So for a year, I lost almost $1,200 because that lady wanted to lie so she could make $1. So, you know, that's the world we live in, and if that's the games we got to play, unless companies ask me for exact details in the policy, which I would check with ChatGPT prior, I'm going to tell them minimal amount so I have an understanding and there's no misinterpretation and no miscommunication on my part as far as being able to pay my insurance. So that's my little rant. But I got my insurance cheaper, which is good for the van life. Speaking of the van life, we also have an episode airing tonight that is the newest van build episode, where I show you real simply how to do a van build, point A to point Z. That airs tonight at 5 p.m. You can go ahead and check that out on the channel. And if you are curious on how to do a more detailed van build, that's a little one. It's like 2 or 3 how-to episodes. You can go to do how to do a van build in a Transit Connect. And I think I have like 15 to 17 episodes, and it goes all the way from the base. I show you how to do everything from the installation to the framing to the wood you should buy, to why I use the wood, to the materials that I use inside the house, why I used them inside my house with my Transit Connect build, why I do all that stuff. You can check that out on those episodes. And like I said, there's a song coming out tomorrow night at 5 p.m. It's an intro to a song I'm working on and writing. I'm going to try to maybe see if I can sell the rights to it or something and try to get some money out of something, you know. But yeah, man, it's been wild. Ever since I made the decision to go to LA, and I'm not in LA yet, but like creatively, I've been really getting like hammered. Everything is just flooding my brain and telling me oh, well, thank you very much, I am. That's really awesome that you did that, dude. That makes me feel good. It really did. It gave me like a dopamine rush. Heck yeah, man. Sweet. I really appreciate that, dude. If you could, if you got a page, like I'll do the same thing on mine. Hey, if you go to I Am and they have a page, go ahead and subscribe and like. And you know what? Go to you know what? Any channel that comes on your algorithm, go ahead and subscribe and like it and give the person a thumbs up. Because I know as a content creator, it can be really frustrating sometimes. And you just got to grind stuff out, and there's not a lot of people paying attention to you. And you spend, you know, hundreds of hours doing stuff and learning and still maybe not making any progress. So it can be challenging as a creator. So make sure, like, it doesn't take much to, and you don't even have to do it to mine. I don't care. I'm just going to keep creating because that's what I do. That's what I'm built for. But other creators, you can do that. So anyhow, I got all distracted. That was like a sentimental moment for me. Thank you very much, I Am. I really appreciate that. So ever since I've made the decision to head to LA, things have been like weird creatively. I've been really like focused again, and I don't know if it's because I'm not working and I'm just writing, doing my thing, but there's a poet named Bukowski. He's an author as well. He's an artist, whatever. I don't know. He probably doesn't even want to get called that name. He's dead now. Big drunk, womanizer. He was a human being. He was a human being with human problems. And anyhow, he writes really good stuff. And there's a poem that he made called "Go All the Way," and that's what I'm doing. I'm not settling anymore. If I succeed, awesome. If I don't, whatever. Dude, this is absolutely epic. There's a huge crab, and he had a nicotine pouch that somebody had spit out, one of those Zins. And he's carrying it. Oh my God, it's hilarious. Dude, I would show it to you, but he like went under the leaves. Where'd he go? He's probably like, hell yeah. He's probably all hooked on the Zins, loving that flavor. It's hot here in Florida today. It was like 91 earlier. I was supposed to get my brakes done, but I didn't end up getting them done. The guy had closed shop early, and I got in there by 1:30 because I dropped off my friend Caitlin. Oh, we're at 20%. That means I'm gonna have to I've probably got about 3 minutes left, and I'm gonna get off this live feed. So yeah, I don't know, man. Oh my gosh, I'm looking at this thing. Whales get colossalites? That's pretty neat. Anyhow, yeah, that's our live upload for today. And man, we're gonna keep pushing. But if you want to see what happens when a person lets everything go and is willing to lose everything, and that's statistically what I'm trying to do, it says you're going to lose. And you just believe, and you just are going to try anyway. And that's what's going to happen on this channel. So if you want to see whether I succeed or fail or whatever, it's just my life experience, I guess. And see what happens. Later.